After designing over 400 high-end jewelry and making them in-house in Dubai, I've come to realize, what if life is not about finding balance, but accepting the chaos? Like most of my life, I've struggled with perfection, being a perfect student at school, being a perfect son for the family, being a perfect leader for my jewelry business. This pressure of being perfect has led me to be very lonely and lost. So enough is enough. It's time for me to speak my truth, not just in words, but designing the most meaningful engagement ring I've designed in years. But how do I do that? This is the journey of my life in a jewelry. This is the journey of Jonga. Before I even start designing my ring for freedom, what even is freedom? Or as we say in Sanskrit, Moksha. So yes, that's what I named it, the Moksha Ring. So to design this piece, I traveled all the way to Hindu Mandir in Abu Dhabi to find freedom. Like what moksha even looks like. But when I was trying to draw in the car, my niece took away my drawing book and she started drawing an engagement ring all by herself. And the drawing looked like the $400,000 engagement ring I had made previously. I don't even know if she understands what $400,000 means. Even though she was trying to look at reference images, her drawing was so raw and honest. And when I saw her drawing, I realized that we spend so much time of our lives trying to be perfect, but the real beauty lies in the imperfection, in the innocence of trying. Like the way she was drawing it. It wasn't about creating something beautiful, it was about creating something real. So when I finally reached the Hindu Mandir temple, instead of finding clear answers, I actually found peace within myself. Looking at the perfect geometry of the architecture, I somehow started liking my own flaws. And walking around these spiritual sculptures of gods and demigods, I found a sense of oneness. My family always told me, Kamal, whenever you're lost in life or you don't know what to do, you can open any page of the Bhadawad Gita and you will find your answer. So that's what I did. I randomly opened a page and I found this verse. Chapter 2, verse 15. O best among men, Arjuna, the person who is not disturbed by happiness and distress and is steady in both is certainly eligible for liberation. And then it finally hit me. Life is not about right or wrong. It's not black or white. Life's true colors are about embracing the gray area between. And with this self-realization, I started to design the ring. I wanted the ring to tell the story of moksha. How can people be free from perfection and accept their flaws? And that's why I chose the 2 trillion diamonds as side stones. Because diamonds are expected to be perfect and beautiful and flawless. And I've positioned them in such a way, showing left or right or wrong, good or bad. Just like every perfect decision that you expect to take in life. But true freedom is accepting the imperfections of life. That's where these green emeralds come in. This 11 carat green emerald is from Colombia because emeralds are celebrated for their flaws and imperfection. Unlike diamonds, they don't need to be perfect to be valuable. In fact, their imperfections make them beautiful. So these green emeralds represent the truth of life. You don't need to be perfect to be free. My drawing. This is my niece's drawing. I'd rather show this to my design team and they'll definitely get it and it'll go much smoother and more simpler to understand rather than this complicated stuff. After my sketch of the moksha ring, it was time to bring it to life. We started with a 3D model, meticulously crafting every detail. I decided the emeralds should be a bit higher than the diamonds on the side, not because it is better, but because it rises above chaos. After the 3D model was done, it was time for casting. Casting is a process where molten gold transformed into the body of the ring. This is how it looks like. Casted the center stone setting in yellow gold separately and the white gold of the band separately. Why, you may ask? Because yellow gold represents purity and truth, pure as gold, while the white gold symbolizes the duality we live every day. This separation isn't just symbolic, it also helps my polisher polish each and every hidden corner of the ring, which otherwise they would not be able to if this whole ring was casted in a single piece, just like everybody else does in the market. Then comes the polishing stage. This requires focus and care. Every stroke of the tool reminded me the effort it takes to refine ourselves, to polish away doubt, fear, anxiety, until what remains is our pure, true selves. After the polishing, now you can see how carefully he's putting his hard work and blood into this. No. This is not blood. This red paint is called lacquer, which helps in separating the yellow gold from the white gold for rhodium electroplating to give it that shiny gold color. After the band was complete, it was time to set the king himself, the green emerald. Green emeralds being delicate and much softer stones than diamonds, they have to be set with extreme patience and care or they will crack very easily. And finally, this is how the Moksha Ring turned out to be. Drums rolling, please. This ring isn't just a piece of jewelry, it's a reflection of ultimate freedom, moksha, which lies not in perfection but in acceptance. Every time I look at this ring, I see the innocence of my niece's drawing and I realize that life's beauty is not in perfection but in acceptance. So what does moksha mean to you? And who in your life deserves this ring that tells a story this powerful? Let me know in the comments below and share me your ideas of what should I design next. My name is Kamal Narola and this is the journey of my life in a jewelry. This is the journey of Jonga.
For Kamal, like this channel and subscribe this video.